Today's Tuesday, it's the 28th of March 2023, and we've come down to Paguera again. We were down here, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago to go and have a look at the market, and there really wasn't very much of a market. It was in the car park across the road, so we thought we'd come back and have a look to see what's happening now. We've progressed a couple of weeks into the season, and well, there's much more market, so let's have a look. So when we were here last time, car park across the road there by this roundabout, that's where the market was. Well, that's returned to being a car park. We could have parked there. And the market stalls, there's not a lot of them. Well, it doesn't appear to be at the moment. Usually go all the way up and down this road. You can see there's one on the opposite side there, and we've got some on this side going down here. But I fully expect this to pick up. Anita was doing a search on the internet to find out whether the market was on or not, and she did a search for markets, and it didn't actually show up as being a market day today. Was it Monday they were showing us market?
It did say Monday.
They were showing Monday as the market day. Not sure now whether there is another market on Monday, which I suppose is a possibility. This is the one we've always come to, and has in the past been quite an extensive sort of market. I've had strict orders to carry on walking but stop at the end if Anita gets waylaid and sees things that she might want to purchase. So it's a good sign that things are beginning to pick up, and these markets are beginning to grow a little bit, and I guess that's to be expected, really. More clients are going to bring out the market stalls. Temperatures are really quite pleasant at the moment. It's not hot, it's nice for walking around, but if you're in a sheltered spot it's going to feel really quite warm, and people are already doing the sunbathing. Not for us really, we're not sunbathers, so this is perfect weather for us to have a little walk around in. So you can see there's stalls. We'll have a look at that side on the way up. We'll carry on down on this side. So there seems to be quite large gaps between the stalls. So vacant will normally be more stalls here all the way down to the next one down there. I'm not sure why that is. Well, obviously no clients here. There are markers on the floor, just little metal markers to indicate where the stalls are. And the yellow signage there, which is almost been obliterated. Just spotted the Batmobile just coming out for the season. That looks like a fun ride for some.
Pardon?
For some it's only got 3 wheels, darling. You lost a wheel. So today's Tuesday, so it's our day for picking up the girls. So we've decided we'd come down to the market before we go and pick them up later on this afternoon when they finish. They're obviously in a primary school or an infant school, and they finish at 2 o'clock. They can stay a little bit longer to have lunch, and there are sort of optional activities in the afternoon, but the school day finishes at 2 o'clock for them. And the holidays tend to be a little bit shorter for Easter, so they won't be finishing until next Wednesday. And then they'll have the Thursday and Friday and all of the following week. That's pretty typical of the Spanish schools. The Thursday is actually a public holiday, so Thursday, Friday are public holidays, Easter weekend, and then the Monday is a public holiday as well. So it's quite a long bank holiday weekend. Lots going on here, of course, for Easter, because it's a religious holiday, and it's one that, particularly in Palma, has wonderful parades, but you'll find them in other parts of the island as well. And sadly, we're going to miss them. It's something I really quite like watching. It's quite a spectacle. A little bit solemn and somber, I suppose. I think Anita referred to it as. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But has to be done very slowly. Because if you go to one of these things, they're carrying some ancient artifacts, which weigh maybe several hundred kilos. So a whole group of people will get underneath and lift it up and carry it through the streets, sometimes for quite long distances. So she's just spotted some ceramics, and she's interested in getting some to take back with us, because the reason we're not going to be able to do the Easter parades is because we're going back to England for Easter. We're going to see our family. We're all on holiday for Easter, so we'll be doing some catching up there and be back just after Easter.
Accept it or tell me.
Markets and other crowded places, particularly when you get into the city, just be careful. Keep your hand on your wallet and your valuables. It means just really taking due care and attention of your belongings. I was stopped in Soyer and somebody asking me for change for €2, and that seemed a really odd request anyway. Anyway, I just said I hadn't got any change. I hadn't actually. But somebody has written to me and said the reason they were asking for change was to find out where you keep your money, and so that they can pickpocket you. I'm not saying that that particular gentleman was a pickpocket, but it did seem to make a little bit of sense that they're just trying to find out where your money is kept, which pocket it is, and that's the one they would go for. Similarly, I was asked in Palma yesterday. I was walking through the streets of Palma, and I was asked in German. I think about money again, and when I said I don't speak German, he spoke to me in English. And again, I do think that they were trying to identify where my money was so that I could be pickpocketed. So just be careful. It's just being a little bit common sense, I think. Did you manage to find anything?
Yes, but I want you to come and have a look as well.
All right. On the way back up, or yeah. Numbers. Yeah.
Big choice. We don't really need anything, do we?
No. Liquidation total. Let's cross over now, have a look at the other side. Across the road here we've got a big Eroski, that's a big supermarket, which if you live in this area, that's one of the shops you would go to, but there was a Lidl up there and a Mercadona. So you've got lots of supermarkets, and this is the end there, right? Imagine Anita's going to be having a look at the flower stores.
Some freesias.
Some more ceramics here. Anita gets her freesias. What have you got there?
Freesias for Jamie.
Freesias for Jamie. There we go.
But it's not a problem. If you want, I can stay and you look at I will. Hello.
Lovely olives.
So what happens if they want to do that? Go back.
Oh, one of my favourite stores is the one with the pies and the pastries.
Es bueno. How much?
25.
Steel earrings. Is that what you got, darling? Steel earrings. Massia Batley. I've been told we can have a tour of the Massia Batley vineyard. So that might be on one of our lists of things that we're going to be doing. And a little bit of wine sampling. Well, Anita's just crossed the road to go to a shop. What have you got there?
Just been into the pottery shop across the road. He's got some wonderful ceramics in there. And I've got addresses or numbers for our family in England.
Oh, there you go. There's the gift. Sorted. Take back with us another pastry store here, look. These things here are called ensaimadas, very typical breakfast here. So just plain ones covered in sugar with cream, dear me, and well, the usual pies. And different breads, lots of different breads you get here. Some of them are really nice, some of them are not so nice, so I guess it depends on your taste.
We had some with carabin ones, didn't we? Not very nice.
Yeah, just noticed one there full of olives. I think I might like it, but Anita might not. So we're wandering up the other side now of the market, and there's just a few more stalls. But it's nice to see that it is getting busier and busier now. And we've seen more of the usual sorts of stalls that you get here with the leather goods and the bags, the scarves, as well as the more essentials like the fruit and vegetables. Yeah. Here on the island, you mean?
No,
Or
in
in England? Yeah. I think most are finishing the end of this week for Easter. Easter's quite early though, isn't it, Easter this year? 4 kilos of oranges.
Channel? Do you have YouTube?
We do indeed, yes.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's called Steve and Anita in Mallorca.
Okay.
You check it out.
And you-
Steve and
you'll be
Anita
on
in
it
Mallorca. And you'll be on it now. Some young lads there interested in YouTube. Lots of fresas, strawberries, different coloured ones.
They look real, do they?
And it's, yes, it's getting to the asparagus season. Beautiful tomatoes. 150 a kilo. 68 cents a kilo. Wow. Belts galore. Bags. Wallets. Just getting towards the end of it now. Oh, look. This is what Anita's bought, some of these letters like this to make up an address. There we go, she's got hers now, so she doesn't need any more. And here's one where they specialise in cork. Something I've noticed really only recently is the amount of things now that are being produced out of cork, which is quite interesting because it's a renewable product. I've never really known it to be used like that here in Mallorca or in Spain. I've seen it used a lot in Portugal. Just getting near to the top on this side. Hello. Well, that's more or less it. There is another one stall right up at the top there. I don't think I'm going to make it that far because our car's in this direction. So good to see that the market's increased quite a lot in size here in Paguera. So Anita's got her things, she's got some flowers, she's got some gifts. And we're going to head off home so we can go and get the girls later on. So thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. So bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.